Yes, sir. Butte 2, what is good? Vinny Matthews here. Thanks for checking out the channel. Locka Gang, where you at? Locka Gang, Locka Gang. Go ahead and leave a like emoji in the comment box down below. Hit the like button for your boy. And let's get right into it. I came across a video a couple of days ago by Dr. Umar Johnson. And he went into detail about his opinions on white people and dreadlocks. So what I wanted to do today is actually review the video with you guys and give my own opinion about his opinion about white people with dreadlocks. Let's get right into it.
Dr. Umar, my name is Muel. I'm probably saying that wrong. I live in London, UK, and over here I've noticed a lot of non-black people, such as white hipsters, with dreadlocks, and would like to hear your opinion on that. What are your opinion on men having these types of hairstyles? Here's my answer. I don't like Europeans misappropriating African culture at all. At all. No non-African should be wearing African hairstyle, African dress, practicing African spirituality. I believe our culture is sacred. And because our culture is sacred, only African people should be participating in the culture. Now, if you want to dye your hair, put a bunch of earrings in your eyebrows, your nose, your lips, that's a personal preference. I would never date a woman who got all that going on. If you want to cover your body with tattoos, that's a personal preference. I would never date a woman who had all that going on. But at the end of the day, as a Pan-African psychologist, my job is to understand how you think. I care about how you think and how you behave as it relates to African liberation. How you dress, how you eat, what God you pray to, what flag, what language, what religion, it doesn't matter. How do you think and behave on the line of African liberation? That is all I am worried about. Now, let's see. Good question, though, my brother. Very good question.
All right, so we heard what Dr. Umar Johnson had to say about his feelings towards white people with dreadlocks. And for me, I wanted to challenge this certain subject, you know, because as somebody who actually has dreadlocks, I have my own opinion. And for somebody who is black, who does associate himself with his African heritage, I do have an opinion myself. First off, he said something along the lines of he has a problem with white people practicing black cultural practices when it comes to dreadlocks. And I have to challenge that because what are dreadlocks? Dreadlocks are unmatted hair. And what are some couple of ways that you can actually get dreadlocks? You can get dreadlocks from, you know, comb coils, two-strand twists, freeform. Now, I want to stick to just freeform because if you leave your hair unmatted, uncombed, your hair will eventually lock up. It doesn't matter if you have more of a straight hair. It doesn't matter if you have more of a curl pattern, a more kinky hair. Hair will eventually lock up because that's what hair does when you don't do anything to your hair. If you just leave your hair alone for a good amount of time, it will lock up. That's where the term freeform comes from. So my question is, how can black people claim something that can happen in a natural occurrence? Naturally, your hair will lock up. Now, granted, with black people, we have made dreadlocks popular, okay? When you think of dreadlocks, you think of somebody who's black. I totally agree with that. But when it comes down to it, dreadlocks aren't ours to claim. Anybody's hair can naturally dread up. Blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, anybody's hair can lock up. Yes, it's more accepted for black people to have more dreadlocks, but I've seen plenty of white people with dreadlocks. I've seen plenty of Asians with dreadlocks. I'm in the DMV area. I see dreadlocks all the time. So that's my first challenge to Dr. Umar Johnson. My second challenge is, do all Africans associate their culture with dreadlocks? And in order for me to get more insight, I had to do my research and I came across this video.
How many cultures do you know in West Africa that have dreadlocks? Just asking. the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Ife. Western Sahara only has dreadlocks. The African people are divided into three: the Kushites, the Nilotes, and the Bantus. The Kushites are in North Africa, all the way from Ethiopia going up. Sudan, Somalia, Eritrea, Egypt, Libya, Chad, Morocco, all that is Kushites, and they don't have a culture of dreadlocks. 90% of the Nilotes don't have dreadlocks in their culture. Do your research, I've done mine. The Bantus have dreadlocks. In the Maasai culture, which is known for dreadlocks, women don't have dreadlocks. Men have dreadlocks at a specific age when you're a warrior. They call them Morans. When you're a warrior, you're allowed to have dreadlocks. Once you're married to family, you're not allowed to have dreadlocks, which means every man from that tribe that has dreadlocks and is married is in cultural appropriation. My culture, I come from the Mau Mau tribe. We're known for dreadlocks. However, only the warriors again are supposed to have dreadlocks. Women don't keep dreadlocks in my culture. Women shave clean here. Women shave clean. So my wife has had dreadlocks for 9 years. My sister had dreadlocks for 8 years. It means they were in cultural appropriation because the culture does not allow them to have dreadlocks.
Now, after watching that video, I was saying to myself, wow, I didn't know this. And then I did a little bit more research about Jamaicans and the Rastafarians. And then what I came to find out was a lot of Jamaicans don't associate themselves with dreadlocks. It's the Rastafarian religion that associate themselves with dreadlocks. And then the third thing that I wanted to challenge is, yo, isn't imitation a form of flattery? If you have white people or people of different cultures other than Black, Hispanic, Asians, they want to have dreadlocks, isn't that in a sense of flattery? Is that really cultural appropriation? Like, how are we at a disadvantage because somebody goes out their way and they want to look like us? I feel flattered by that. But then I want to challenge you as well. When you see Black women with more straighter hair, blonde wigs and weaves and sandals, is that cultural appropriation? Is it? If you ask me, that's more accepted in our culture. But if you had to ask me, I don't think so. But that's not a conversation that most people are willing to have. You see a lot of women out there, Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, wear the blonde wigs and wear the blonde weaves. Naturally, that's not their hair. But you'll never hear somebody saying, oh, Beyonce is culturally appropriating white people because she has blonde, straight hair. Now, with all that being said, the one thing that I do want to put in the forefront is hair is something that brings us all together. It doesn't matter what race or what culture that we're from. We all have hair, and hair is something that just unites us all, okay? We can cut our hair. We can all grow our hair. We can all have our hair into dreadlocks. Hair is hair. So for us to like put this little box that, yo, only Black people can have dreadlocks, I think it's beyond me. I think it's a bunch of BS. But you guys let me know in the comment box down below. What do you guys think? Can white people have dreadlocks? Is it cultural appropriation when you see other cultures with dreadlocks? Let me know in the comment box down below what you guys think. Do you agree with Dr. Umar Johnson, or do you agree with my points? Am I wrong about something? Do I need to learn more about dreadlocks? Let me know in the comment box down below. And until the next video, guys, my name is Vinny Matthews, and I'm out.